Hi Shia, for my 8th video post I've decided to do a response to your post for thinking about ideas for projections for the Charles River Exhibition project. First talking about the video itself, I'm sure as you probably know the audio is a little too low to be heard, but that can be fixed. And I really like the way you introduce your video with the sort of narrative of going over the river and walking people along the river, giving a sort of experience of what it's like to see it now. I think that's pretty nice. And you talked about projections, and I think they're really effective in memorializing a loss, as you showed in the post World War II Europe pictures and the pictures of the Jewish community pre-war. I'm wondering how effective that is in the sense of memorializing a post-industrial city. I see the sort of change in the dynamics of the city as still being a change, and like there still being a loss, but I don't see as much of a sense of trauma, and thus I don't know how well these just the multitudes of projections as you showed in the cities would have the same effect. I think it would, since there's not as much of a sense of trauma, I don't think it would be as sort of poignant. I think it would sort of come off as less deep than the projects in the European cities were. Not that I don't think a projection is a good idea, just not the sort of faces on every corner and automobiles and things like that. Also, when you talk about bringing the river back to life, I don't know, I personally think it would be better, instead of seeing the river as being alive at one point and then dead at another, and then bringing it back to life, to sort of emphasize the continuities between sort of the industrial beginnings, the sort of heart and the thriving time in Waltham all through the 1900s, 20s, 30s, and then 40s, and then sort of like chronicling the decline of industry. It's just sort of showing the continuity and providing a story and roots for anybody who happens to live here now, whether they're descendants of people who were here when the river first became prominent, or if they've just came here. I think that this project should be about sort of memorializing everybody's experiences, whether they be from, yes, of course, more emphasis on experiences that are in danger of not being remembered, but also just sort of providing a link of continuity between past, present, future, using the river as its guiding point.